Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Amy, and I'm here to read chapter 26 of Roald Dahl's James and the Giant Peach with you. So tonight I'm only going to read one chapter because chapter 27 looks a little big. So 26 and 27 together would be way too long. So I'm just going to read chapter 26 to you. Now, remember, boys and girls, Miss Amy does not own the rights to this book. She just owns the book, and she's glad she gets to share it with you. That's right, you and you and you and you, all of you. So yesterday when we left the book in chapters 24 and 25, the creatures and all of the, and James, were celebrating because the Peach was still safe and they got away from the ship and all his men and the captain, and they were getting to know each other. In fact, James was learning a lot about the creatures, and Centipede just broke out into a tune, and you guys had to suffer through Miss Amy's horrible imitation of what she thinks Centipede sounded like. So today we're going to see what happens, because remember, as we left chapter 25 yesterday, the last line in it was, "Look out, Centipede!" cried James. "Look out!" And we were left on a cliffhanger. So now let's go ahead into chapter 26 and see what might be happening to poor Centipede. The centipede, who had began dancing wildly around the deck during the song, had suddenly gone too close to the downward curving edge of the Peach, and for 3 awful seconds he had stood teetering on the brink, swinging his legs frantically. Woo! Swinging his legs frantically in circles. In circles. Let's try that again. Woo! Woo! Frantically in circles in an effort to stop himself from falling over backward into space. But before anyone could reach him, down he went. He gave a shriek of terror as he fell, and the others, rushing to the side and peering over, saw his poor long body tumbling over and over through the air, getting smaller and smaller and smaller until it was out of sight. "Silkworm!" yelled James. "Quick, start spinning!" The silkworm sighed, for she was still very tired from spinning all that silk for the seagulls, but she did as she was told. "I'm going down after him," cried James, grabbing the silk string as it started coming out of the silkworm and tying at the end of it around his waist. "The rest of you hold on to Silkworm so I don't pull her over with me, and later on, if you feel 3 tugs on the string, start hauling me up again." 3 seems to be Miss Amy's number today. I just finished reading in my other series, on my other playlist, about the 3 little bears, and now here we've got 3 all over this chapter. Okay, enough rambling, Miss Amy, about the number 3. All right. He jumped and went tumbling down after the centipede. Down, down, down toward the sea below, and you can imagine how quickly the silkworm had to spin to keep up with the speed of his fall. "We'll never see either of them again," cried the ladybug. "Oh dear! Oh dear! Just when we were all so happy, too!" Miss Spider, the glowworm, and the ladybug all began to cry. So did the earthworm. "I don't care a bit about Centipede," the earthworm sobbed, "but I really did love the little boy." Very softly, the old green grasshopper started to play the funeral march on his violin, and by the time he had finished, everyone, including himself, was in a flood of tears. Suddenly, there came 3 sharp tugs on the rope. "Pull!" shouted the old green grasshopper. "Everyone get behind me and pull!" There was about a mile of string to be hauled in, but they all worked like mad, and in the end, Over the side of the peach, there appeared a dripping wet James with a dripping wet centipede clinging on him tightly with all 42 of his legs. "He saved me!" gasped the centipede. "He swam around in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean until he found me." "My dear boy," the old green grasshopper said, patting James on the back, "I do congratulate you." "My boots!" cried the centipede. "Just look at my precious boots. They're ruined by the water." "Be quiet," the earthworm said. "You are lucky to be alive." "Are we still going up and up?" asked James. "We certainly are," answered the old green grasshopper, "and it's beginning to get dark. I know it'll soon be night." "Why don't we all go down below and keep warm until tomorrow morning?" Miss Spider suggested. "No," the old green grasshopper said. "I think that we'd be very unwise. It will be safer if we'll all stay up here until the night and keep watch. Then, if anything happens, we shall anyway be ready for it." And here is a picture of all the creatures pulling up James and the centipede. Boys and girls, they're showing such good teamwork and friendship here in chapter 26. It is very good to never give up hope and to always try to be the best that you can for your friends and those you love, like James was. He was strong, he was brave, and he was courageous. And he went down there and he saved Centipede. Now, they're going to all have to be brave tonight as they go through the evening. What do you think is going to happen, boys and girls? I guess you'll have to stay tuned and find out tomorrow to what will happen in chapter 27. Thank you, boys and girls, for reading chapter 26 of James and the Giant Peach from Roald Dahl with me. And if you're watching this or listening to this before bedtime, good night and sleep tight.